Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel All Rounder Anirudh and myself Aniruddha. So as you can see, I am here with another video. This is one special video, but basic language tutorial video only. And today we are going to do one very special thing, which is project. One project. Till now, what we have learned, we will be learning that. Okay. So as you can see my computer screen here, I have made one notepad file here. Now let us write that project. Increasing the size. So this project is actually about quiz. Now I have planned something like there will be some sorts of questions, maths questions only, because I love maths. I won't do anything except maths. So there will be some maths question and you have to write the correct answer. So we are going to make that type of application. Now let's write our topic. Topic is actually quiz. You can say quiz of mathematics. Quiz on mathematics. Quiz on mathematics. So quiz on mathematics. Now here our topic is quiz on mathematics. So what we have to open now? I think you guessed right. QE64, our code editor, favorite code editor for basic language. Now actually basic language is not that much famous, but if you want to just do coding or learn basic good coding, then this is basic language is good for you, because it is a code. Means when you will be going to higher codes, then what will happen? You have to think the same. That means when we will be thinking in basic language, you have to think the same in other languages, but the syntax is different. I will be teaching you something else, and this is the last video of basic language, that means with project. Now at first, here we will be learning one extra thing. What is that thing? Surprise. Take it as surprise. We will be learning CLS syntax. Now you'll be saying, what is CLS? CLS is very much used in what? It is very much used in our QB64 or basic language. Now if we are writing CLS, then what is the function of it? Function of it is nothing except just it clears the screen. That means now if I type something many times and like that, suppose print hello 3-4 times, enter, and then here print hi. Then if I am going to run, actually nothing more is going to happen. Here for some betterments, you will be seeing the change. Let's see what comes. You will be seeing hello and hi. It is modified version of QB64. I have updated it from internet, so it is modified version. But in the previous version, what used to happen is that there was some sorts of problem occurred, like this hello was printed 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 3 extra times. Okay, so but the system has been updated and done. But now if we are going to do something else like calculator, if I am making one calculator and starting it again, if we are not giving CLS, that means what will happen? That means our work will be continued after that only. Got it? Got my point? Now let's write one very simple program to understand that. At first I will be giving input and what? Enter any number, this colon, and then give what? Give the number, which is suppose A. I want to give A, give this semicolon and A. Okay, I am giving suppose this number A. Then I am going to write print your number is what? Anything. Your number is now again colon, then give it what? Is it 5, 6 or anything? It is variable. Which variable? A is the variable. Now let's run it. There will be one input statement saying you that input your number, input any number. There is one question mark every time because there is some that means they have used it or they have made the program like this. Each and every time the input will be like this. So now 5, your number is 5, they are giving this, and now press any key to continue. This is the, that means this is the actual syntax of it. Press any key to press enter. But now if I want that, I want to repeat it. Suppose I want to repeat our program, then what to do? Then we will be writing that print and then want to play again, they will give question mark, don't need of that, and then give it as B, and then we'll be writing if and else statement. If B is equals to how much? B is equals to just think of that. Suppose 5. Now here we have to mention the means we will run this program that 5 for yes, 6 for no. Then like this. This is nothing, it is not any syntax, but we are writing it for print. That means making the boy understand that this means that if B equals to 5, then what? Do what? Then print. Then go to where? I told you that we give the number line 10. Go to 10. Done. Now else if we have to write else if B is equals to 6. Why? Means we want to discuss or we want to say that if 6, then end. Okay, then end. Actually then it will be end. And else, and you write else do what? Else print invalid syntax, and then it will exit. And our if statement is disturbing very much. Let us stop it by writing A and D and what? And if, and then actual end. Now let's run it. Let's see what happens. Okay, enter any number 5. Your number is 5. Want to play again? I think there is something problems. 5. They didn't ask me. Sorry, I have given print statement. A very big mistake. I have to give input. There are some small mistakes happen always while making these types of things. See, enter your number 5. Your number is 5 and then want to play again 5. See, again in the next line our thing is coming that entered any number. What we want? We want that again one new window appears, or else in this window only everything will be cleared, and from the beginning we will be learning that. So how to do? Before that, let us check that if we give that means 5 I am giving every time 5, let's give something else, right? Like 9, your number is 9. Now I don't want to play it again. Then 6 and then press anything one down, continue, then end. So now what I want that it again prints, go to 10. Now let us use what statement? CLS. Let us use CLS statement, and now let's run. Let's see what happens. I am giving suppose 4, 5, 6, and then our number is 4, 5, 6, and I want to play again and then 5. See, from the beginning it is showing me. Why is it so? Why is it so? Because CLS statement makes our program clear and again starts it from the beginning. Got it? So moving on to our project. So this is one sample project we have done. I will not save it. So our projects syntax. Part of the syntax of our project we will be copying here. Now open one new file of QB64. And what do we want to make? We want to make one program which will do what? Which will make one quiz or conduct one quiz. So at first CLS, favorite thing, print and give some spaces and write quiz, like quizzes, and in the bracket mathematics. Okay. Now give input. In the input statement give what? Input statement give like it is enter, sorry, not enter, print. Input only I am giving. Input and then give what? Okay, give number 1 question 1 dot, then 2 plus 5 is equals to, question mark will be given by them automatically, and then this, and I have to list any variable which is a. Done. Now in this case what we have to write? We will be writing nothing, just don't write anything, and we will be calculating the points also. Then again input, I have to give two number question, and this is 5 multiplied by 5 equals to how much they have to give, right? And suppose this is B, I am giving 5 questions only. Input, then 3, then some minus, which is 9 minus 6 is equals to, very simple sum, don't worry, I am not giving you to solve. Now this is C. Input, number 4 question, I want to give something, let's give division. 15 divided, what is the symbol of division, divided by 3 is equals to, let's give it D. And now erase this gap, you don't like gaps. Last question, which is input, and then some tricky question. The tricky question is 2 plus 3 divided by 3 multiplied by 9 minus 2. I know you can solve it, which is E. Now let's list the variable, or now let's list it like this. Here we'll be writing what? If statement. Why? We have to store our number. Before that, suppose let us that is DE, and let us give F. F is equals to 0. Means at first our point will be 0. F is our point. Let's write point only. Point. Point is 0. And when this A will be how much? 5 plus 2, 7. If A is equals to 7, then point, then do what? Here is something, incorrect number of arguments passed function, also is something wrong there. Let us give only T. Then let's see. There is one big thing, it do not take. Now if A is equals to 7, then do what? Then let T is equals to how much? How much points will I give you? There are 5 questions. If I give you 2 points, you will be getting 2. Let's give 20 points. Interesting, right? 100 out of 100. No, I'm giving 2. Why is it like this? And then else, if anything comes else, there is negative marking. I want to give negative marking because without negative marking our program is easy, but we have to give negative marking, right? Else do what? Else let T is equals to how much? Minus 2. Is it minus 2? Yes. Let T is equals to minus 2. Is this I'm done, and now end if. Then comes our second thing. I will be copying the same thing, and then I will be pasting the same thing, but what we have to write? We have to change this A as B, and 7 as how much? 5 5s are 25, and let T is equals to 2 if this happens, or else if anything is done, then let T equals to minus 2, then end if. Then copy it again. A will be changed as C, and this 7 will be changed as what? 9 minus 6, 3. Now T is equals to 2. Let T is equals to 2. That means point will be added, and which will be 2. Else let T equals to else. Okay. Now again I will be copying it. Instead of 8 means A, I will be writing D. And what will be the answer? 15 by 3, which is 5. And then let is to 2, and all okay. And comes our last question, where we will be copying it again, but here instead of A, which is E, and instead of 7, how much? At first 3 divided by 3, which is 1 multiplied by 9, 9, then 21 plus 9, 30, 30 minus 2, 28. Have I calculated correct? Yes, I think so. Now this is done. Each and everything has been done. Now what to do? Is this the way, or we have to do something else? We have to now print something. Print what? Your score is equals to, not score, correct answer, exam completed. exam completed. Exam completed. Then print what? Print what? Let's print correct answers. Correct answers is equals to how much? Correct answers we have to again give something, so that is let t equals to 2. Okay, now out of this correct answer, what we have to find out? We don't have to write anything. We will be writing that a plus b plus c plus d, sorry, t. We will be writing t. Then t will be addition of each and everything. Then again it will be 2. Then again it will be 2. And sorry, here let us write something. Okay, not t equals to 2. Every time our answer will be like 2 points I am getting every time. What will be correct thing? Correct will be let t equals to 2 and then t plus 2 means t is 0. If this is correct, then plus 2 will be our t, and when t is this, then this will be minus 2. Now every time give, okay, and now erase this. Okay, got it? And final answer will be what? Our final exam answer will be t. I just noticed now. Okay, now let t plus 2 expected equals to, okay, so sorry, okay, again wrong. T equals to t plus 2. Got it now? T is equals to t minus 2. Now then t is equals to t plus 2, t is equals to t minus 2. Then t is equals to t plus 2, then t is equals to t minus 2. T is equals to, now means we have to change the t, right? Now let t, now t is equals to t minus 2. Okay, now each and everything is okay. I think correct answer is t divided by how much? Where is the divided by? 2. Correct answer is t divided by 2. Why we are dividing 2? Here is one question. If correct answer I am giving t, that means point is t. Each point is how much? 2. If I divide t by 2, I will get the correct number of answers. Okay, got my point. Now incorrect answers. Obviously incorrect answers is equals to how much? Incorrect answers, incorrect answer is t divided by 2. Not this, we have to write how much questions are there? 5, right? 5 minus t by 2. Okay, 5 minus t by 2. They know Bodmer's rule, so no need of just thinking that can they understand this thing. Now I have to write print. I will be writing print score. Score is equals to how much? T only. And percentage, print percentage is equals to how much? Percentage t divided by 10. Sorry, how many questions are there? 5. Multiplied by 100. Suppose t is 2, so 2 by 5 multiplied by 100, that means 20, 40. 40%. This is okay, but where will be the percentage sign? So for that, what we are going to write? Again this thing, and we are going to write percentage. Where is the symbol of percentage? Right here, but it will be in double quotes. Okay, then print percentage is done, and then what is our final step? Final step is thank you. Thank you for playing my game. Game, not quiz. Okay. Now I hope that it is done. Let us run it. It's a huge program. For how many lines? I didn't see. Let's see what happens. Number 1 question. 2 plus 5 is how much? 7. Then 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. I am giving each and every correct. Then 9 minus 6 is 3. Now 15 divided by 3 is 5. Then 21 plus 3 divided by 3 multiplied by 9 minus 2. Each and everything is there. 3 divided by 3, 1. 9 multiplied by 1, 9. 21 plus 9, which is 30. 30 minus 2, 28. Exam completed. Correct answer 5. Incorrect answer 0. Correct score is 10. Percentage is 200%. I think there is some problem, because I have corrected each and everything. Why it is giving 200%? Let's see our problem. So percentage is T. Okay, sorry. T divided by 5, not T divided by 2. That means T is how much? Now this is, I am giving the bracket now, right now. Okay, now I am giving the bracket. There is one mistake, that T is actually our point, and T by 2 is how much is our number, and this whole divided by how much? 5, because we have 5 questions in total. Now let's again run it. Again we have to do, right? 5 plus 2, which is 7. Now 25, then 3, then 5, then 28. 100% is my score, and my total score is 10, and there is no negative marking here. But if I am doing something wrong, suppose 5 plus 2 is 7, 5 multiplied by 2 is 20, wrong. Then 9 minus 3, 9 minus 6 is 3, 5, and then this is how much? 28. Now let's see. Correct answer 3, incorrect answer 2. Why? Because I have just done 1. So here I have given one negative marking. A percentage is 60% and score is 6, which is not correct at all. Because if score is 6, that means how much correct I have done? 1 correct, 2 correct, 3 correct, and 4 correct. That means 4 2s are 8, and 2 number I will not get. Extra 6 will be, means 2 will be get cut off, which is score is correct, but percentage is also correct, but incorrect answer is 2, which should be 1. That means there is something wrong here. Incorrect answer is 5 minus t divided by 2. Now t divided by 2, that means 1 has the point. So here t divided by, if I am giving now 4, then what will happen? Now t divided by 4 means for each question there is minus 1. For each question there is minus 1 as well as 4. Now let's run. If I am giving t divided by 4, then what comes? Let's see. 7, then 20, let's give 20, then 3, then 5, and then 28. See, incorrect answer is 3.5, which is not correct at all. So here negative marking has some another features. Let's see that. Now if t is our correct answer, I am doing each and everything, but here let t is equals to t minus 2 if something is wrong, then t will be equals to t minus 2. Okay, so then our total t, if I am giving like total t is 1 correct, then 2 marks, then second is wrong, then 0 marks, and there are left how many questions? 3. So 3 2s are 6, and that is one incorrect. So for that incorrect, what we have, what number we have lost? -2. Now if from here we think that 3 is there, so how many incorrect according to that? According to our statement, how many is incorrect? Print incorrect answer. So incorrect is actually our that means what we got from here, we got that 3, and then t means we have 0.6, 6 by 2 which is 3, and 5 minus 3 which is 2. The system or the sum is correct, but where is the problem? Problem is in our program only. That means we have to write here something else. So when there is something incorrect answer, then what we have to do? T is our total score. Total score and divided by, if we do 2, then what will our answer come? There is one special case that time. So in this case, what we have to do? We have to then cut, or in each and every question we have to write that this is number 1 question. Okay, got it? So otherwise we can't do here. We have to write many other steps also. Okay, so for that now I will be leaving this. Okay, I will be now leaving this, that -2 part I will be leaving. Minus part I will be leaving because there will be huge, we have to write again for each of the questions. We have to write this question is 1. For that we have to again write our statements. So let's now print, and there will be just simple thing, no negative marking. 7, then 20, then 3, and then 5, and then what is our answer? 28. So correct answer is our 4, score is 8, and percentage is 80%. Correct answer 4 and 1 incorrect. For the incorrect I will be only writing, I have not written incorrect only. Okay, so if I was giving just 1, then what will happen? The thing is correct. Okay, and t by 2 means what is it? T by 2 is our number of correct questions. So t by 2 is our number of correct questions. So done. Thank you for today, and meeting you in our next video. For that time, be safe, be aware of COVID-19. So thank you.